This is Star Wars The Clone Wars. Ahsoka Tano, Anakin Skywalker, and Obi Wan Kenobi in their spacesuits. Uh, Now these figures, I'm not exactly sure which episodes they appeared in, but I don't think they appeared together in their spacesuits. Obi-Wan appeared in one episode where he had to don his spacesuit because, this is his bio say, he had to use a rocket backpack to board a separatist ship to locate Count Dooku. Uh, and it led him to a giant cruiser, so that's when he used it. Now Ahsoka and Anakin obviously were in the same episode where they used their spacesuits, when they had a mission. They were um, th- the Separatists have stolen a Jedi holocron containing the secret names of future Jedi. Now Anakin contrives a daring maneuver to board a Separatist frigate and retrieve the holocron. Skywalker and Asoka and a team of clone troopers drop through space on ATT walkers and land on the outside of the frigate and breach the ship. So that's the episode where these two appeared. I didn't actually see those episodes. I think I saw bits and pieces of them, but not the entire episodes. Their episode of when these guys were in spacesuits. But nevertheless, the figure adaptation of the episode where they had to wear a spacesuit is particularly interesting. I'm quite impressed. I've seen pictures of these on websites before. I wasn't too impressed. I didn't really get the whole bubble helmet thing, but there you have it in figure in figure form, and they're pretty okay. They're a little bit impressive. Except for Ahsoka, we get two new molds. Well, sort of two new molds for the Anakin and Obi-Wan figures. um, it's interesting, and we'll get to each one of them. Let's begin with, I guess, Ahsoka, since she is the simplest one. Now Ahsoka still retains the same she still retains the same figure. It's just been repainted, and they've gotten rid of the skirt, the cloth skirt on her. The head mold is still the same. Let me just put these two on the far side. Okay. The helmet is removable. We get the same head mold. Everything's the same. The lightsaber is the same, except that the blade is a little bit a lighter shade of green than the original Ahsoka. The the helmet fits snugly on this figure, and what it does, it sort of distorts the sorry, lots of bugs here. It sort of distorts the way the head looks. So it looks like she's in a fishbowl, much like the other two as well. Much like how the other two look when they have their helmets on. So you can display her with the helmet or without. Either way, she looks great. So we're gonna keep her in helmet mode. So good. The same articulation. Detail is just stellar. Just awesome. It's interesting to see her in purple. Very nice. Perhaps one of the most difficult to find here in Manila is Ahsoka. Okay, let's put her here. Let's go to Obi Wan. Now Obi Wan looked like a I don't know. His spacesuit to me at first looked like trainers, like he was gonna go jogging somewhere. But it grows on you. It's like Bavarian cream with bits of raspberry icing. Sorry for the illusion, but that's how it looked like. You get the same head mold, very nice. His lightsaber is the same. No change there. The helmet still makes him look like a fishbowl, like he's peering out of a fishbowl. Sorry. But all in all, it's a good. I mean, the figure will grow on you. He has a backpack just like Anakin, and he comes with a plug, a missile plug, which does not fire. Or you can kept it in packaging. Here's the packaging. You can replace it with a missile that actually fires. He also has a spare lightsaber that doesn't have a blade. Okay, nice artwork on the box. And just before we move on, let me show you Asoka. Asoka doesn't have any accessories except her helmet and the blade. Very nice. Great artwork. You could replace it with a firing missile, but if you put the missile in, it will extend up to here. So I like this. I like this bit of detail that they've replaced it with a plug, so you can have the backpack just with the tip of the missile to complete it, and not actually worry about firing it, because it's more show accurate this way than with the long extended rod of the missile. There is a clip here which I think his lightsaber will fit. The other lightsaber, the one without the blade, will sort of fit here, but I haven't figured out how to fit it because it's too small. So better articulation, I think, than previous Obi Wan's, because this one has knees. So a Star Wars knee joint. Everything else is the same articulation. Sorry, you didn't see that, the knee. Okay, but everything about this figure is okay, except for the colors. I mean, the colors will really, you will need to let it grow on you for a while before you get used to it. But all in all, it's pretty good, pretty decent figure. Wasn't sure I was gonna get it, but I'm glad I did. Obi Wan in his spacesuit. Give you a 360. Good detail on the backpack. Okay, and finally we'll go to Anakin. Now, Anakin has the same backpack, just a lighter shade of red. He still has the plug, which you can put in place of his missile. Let me show you the box art. See, there's a missile right there. It's fallen into. Amazing box art. Okay. Back to the figure. We get a completely new figure mold as well. What's nice about it is that the legs are a little bit split up, so when you move one forward and the other backward, you can get him into a pose where his legs are a little bit farther apart than they were just standing up. There's enough slats on his garb that allow you to move the legs sideways or in and out. But they don't move in and out. They just move forward and backward. They don't move in and out. It just seems that they move in and out because of the way the legs have been molded. His lightsaber, just like Asoka, is a little bit lighter shade of its color. This time it's a lighter shade of blue. His backpack is a lighter shade of red. His helmet shares the same colors as Asoka. And we get a new head mold. He's a little bit smiling in this one. Looks a little bit like Jim Carrey. I think this is a new head mold because he's a little bit, look at him, he's smirking. So, good touch. There's a nice metallic finish on his armor, very nice. And he doesn't have a lightsaber, an extra lightsaber, but this lightsaber right here has a peg that you can plug in. Doesn't really make sense to plug in a lightsaber this way, but I think they wanted to put a spare lightsaber for this one, but they cut it out of the budget. I don't know why. They did it on Obi Wan. I don't understand why they couldn't do it with Anakin. But nevertheless, it's still an awesome figure. I'm very pleased with this figure. Perhaps one of the better Anakins out there. If you were gonna get an Anakin, this is the one you want to get. You can have him with or without the spacesuit, he'd still look awesome. Okay. Am I doing this correctly? Yes. Sort of. Okay, let me just get everybody in the shot, and then we'll end this review. Okay. And there you have it. The trio of Obi Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, and Ahsoka Tano in their spacesuits. Just great figures. If you have doubts on any of them, I guarantee, these are good purchases, especially if you're a fan of the Clone Wars. But if you've had too many of the other adaptations of these figures, then maybe you don't have to get them. But for me, they're just great. So thanks for watching.